Oh, this is going to be fun. I like the matchup, though, for Diana, you know? Like, she does rely a little...
LPL, making roster changes deep into the LPL season, experimenting, picking up you, swapping between Beast and ZZR, rotating Crystal and Martin, and now in their last chance to qualify for Worlds, they lose here, they go home, Flandre locks in Diana top.
Look, I've seen crazier things happen. Not sure when, but I'm sure I have. Doinby is going to take the Lulu into the Azir, though, as you back on the control mages. Definitely something that we wanted from him as TNT. He's going to be on Jinx. Martin taking the hyper carry himself, going to grab himself Cogmore. TCT on the Braum this time. Ella and TCT actually just switching champions for this game.
I just like how they're both back-to-back.
Yeah, I think he's certainly a very fun champion to watch run around the Rift, if nothing else. And should be able to get through that wall.
Well, TCT may have been caught out here. Snake with 3 members. Everyone piles on top of the Braum, but he stands behind Doinby. Is he going to be able to get out? The Ignite's put in there as Ella is going to grab himself first blood with their... Don't worry, we saw that one too. Sneaky little Sentinel.
That's a spectator.
Yeah, you trying to find his way around, but Swift able to lock down that one. Ella actually forced to flash out. There's the ultimate from V, and you got to make him count, and he's going to do so thus far as Flandre finds his way in the back line, but he's going to get locked out and destroyed by QG, and that's a very early one team fight for this team. And they're... Okay.
There we go, then we have a setup dive. V does have the unstoppable force up and available. We'll see if Flandre's in an immovable object.
He's surprised.
And the rocket.
Oh, that is going to be the... And the teleport coming in as well to make sure that that minion wasn't going to be used. V just tanking so much damage, despite having no armor just yet.
I was going to say, he's actually going to be surprisingly tanky against magic damage. Rocket took half of his health on the other hand.
What the heck? You just said pulver. Okay, I don't understand. Swift is going to get caught out here. The headbutt. Ella decides not to use the pulverize, as Yu's just going to be a stepping stone. Wow, that was really cool, as Yu actually may die for it here, as the wild growth onto Swift is going to be saving him. TCT with a decent ultimate there to cut off the area as Ella, he's going to sacrifice himself. The unbreakable will of Ella is, as it appears, breakable.
Fantastic lane bully with Ignite, but with Teleport should technically be a little bit more unsafe. Hasn't been the case.
Swift is just going to walk at Martin. Super Mega Death Rocket comes in. It's a point-blank cocoon. As now Swift has to use the repel, tries to get out of there. Moonfall comes down as Flandre comes in with the teleport. Doinby over on the backside. He's got the wild growth. No one in danger of dying as Flandre just turns it right back around to him. The passive now on.
I
QG
say this
card away.
all the time. Swift, Xiaogu is the perfect support system for Swift, but hold on, round 2.
Yep, that's the flash in from Ella. Not entirely sure what they're going to get out of it, but there's the unstoppable force in the back line. A double knock-up when the Glacial Fissure comes in as well as Swift. He has to be very careful. It's already 2 kills for Snake as they're trying to turn this one. He's doing some extra damage in the back line as well, and finally QG starting to get the kills, and TNT so excited about potentially getting to Worlds, or at least getting to the next match that could get him there. One more time, meaning that QG able to take down the inner turret in the bottom lane. His teleport was up, but he just couldn't move. Couldn't get back to base, couldn't do anything.
And yes, Xiaogu are better. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, Moonfall comes down here
You've
as
got
Flandre
wild
is slowing him down.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Doinby's just playing with him. There's the wild growth as Flandre. He wants the Pale Cascade back up. Lunar Rush is going to be used. Turned into a seal. The creeps are going to be able to do it. The Glitterlance didn't land. Flandre survives, and that's the Prey Seeker. Beast says, yep, all me. 1v1, baby.
Super Mega Death Rocket.
Super Mega almost rocket is just going to hit Beast. Skippy. Back into the mid lane. Oh, there's the flash ensemble force onto Ella, the only person. There's another knock-up, though, this time from Snake. As they're trying to get into the backline, Yu is going to fall. TNT picks up the kill somehow as Beast. He goes down for the double. TNT is just going off. Massive damage. Triple kill now. Blows the heal to avoid dying to the turret. As now TNT gets the Quadra. Martin now has to try and deny the pentakill. Does so very, very effectively as Doinby now has to deal with his damage. A Cathian surprise. Won't do anything to V. Well, it will. Getting close. Flash too much.
It doesn't even matter who he hits. Like, he didn't even need to hit the unstoppable force. He just needed to tank the tower. That's what that
He just
team
needed to
fight
get
came
in there,
down
man.
to.
And he got in there. That was fine. I was talking about him missing as in really wanting to have his flash, not missing
Beast?
skill shots. Beast is totally dead. That is a super dead Rek'Sai. Super Mega Death Rocket's going to secure that kill. All me, says TNT. A lot of kill sharing going on this game. I like it.
9-1 and 6. It has been a lot of TNT. He's had... This is what we expected coming into playoffs from TNT. You know, he was
15
really
out of 17 kills as well. Just paid it in by the Jinx.
But he was dominated by Im. And then it's kind of just stayed at that point as V back in the fight.
Yep, there's the unstoppable force. Flandre's going to use his Zhonya's Hourglass very nicely to avoid that damage as he's trying to get into the backline. TNT just kites it out, is able to pick up the kill. There's the zap long range, not going to find Ella just yet, but they are still going to be able to get on top. Another double kill for the Jinx as Martin has to use the Blade of the Ruin King. QG just right in there underneath you with a fantastic Emperor's Divide. QG, they do have to get out. Hanging out towards the back of the pit. All as a unit here, they're taking a heck of a lot of damage. TCT probably going to die. The back of the pit, not a safe place, but they are going to be able to take down the Baron. Beautiful exhaust as well as TNT takes down 2. That's the unofficial quadra kill as Flandre wants to feed himself in here as well. Seems like he probably won't. May want to stay alive as Martin's there. And Ella, Super Mega Death. TCT tanking the turret for a moment. You had a pet Rox. Sounds pretty cool. We're trying to mix in some play-by-play with talking about Rox as pets and whether or not they're alive. The turret is going to fall down. QG, they find their way in. That's going to be Azonya's again, but Martin gets knocked up. The Glacial Fissure not going to find the Cogmore as he's round the side. TNT trying to get in there. The Crescent Slash is there. The Wild Growth not enough. As Snake, they're trying to fight back. QG, they're low on mana, especially there as Swift. He's going to fall. Snake, they may have found their way back in. The inhibitor hasn't fallen.
I want to point out about Malphite is the way that his W works now is when he activates it, he gets so much that items like, they go in.
Yeah, Nello does get the knock up. TNT very, very low. No Lulu to boost him up as Doimby now going to get in with the teleport. But that's a lot of the damage missing here from the Xiaogu lineup. Flandre takes the Glitter Lance, but you can see now Snake able to move forward. They've got a lot of damage potential. There's the Flash. Emperor's Divide. Swift can't get out. Oh, yes, he can. He can just get straight over onto the Gromp, and that's a lot wasted. Try and lock down a very slippery Spider Lady.
But the issue here is that Xiaogu aren't setting up the fight. The Unstoppable Force is still online. None of these ultimates are being used. They're just being picked off. So they are running a split push pressure with Lulu.
They can't give Snake opportunities. I mean, you think about this team comp in the late game. Azir is going to be doing a heck of a lot of damage. Martin as well.
That is still a distant dream right now.
It is.
The late game.
It is, Spawn, but you know, you got to stay optimistic.
Oh, they're going once again for Doimby.
Yeah, he gets the knock up. Doesn't get knocked up himself. This beast is just going to come out of the ground and go, dang it, I wish I could see.
And all of a sudden, Siege in the bottom lane is well and truly underway.
Yeah, well, Martin as well. That's a very excited Jinx. Rocket's doing so much damage as you just going to get taken down from the flank here as TNT. What the heck are you doing? Rocket's now doing a heap of AoE as he flashes his way out, and Ella going to get stunned up. Ultimate not quite enough now as TNT, he's just fighting on the fountain. Beast is going to get destroyed. Double kill now for the Jinx. Super Mega Death Rocket sails into nowhere. And Snake are melting on their fountain. Stop it. What are you doing, guys? Doimby is going to sacrifice himself. It's a triple kill for Martin, but it doesn't matter as V stays immortal this game and TNT finishes off the Nexus.
And sometimes it's about sending a message, apparently. And the message right now is that Doimby wanted to have some fun at the end.